Pack up all my care and woe, here I go singing low. Bye-bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet and so is she. Bye-bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. All the hard luck stories they all hand me. Come on baby, make my bed and light the light. I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye-bye. Well, welcome to my studio. Let me introduce you to the only band that I ever work with that doesn't complain about the pay. Actually, today what we're going to do is we're going to work with the IReal Pro app. This is this backing track that I've been playing, and I'm going to demonstrate for you how IReal Pro can be used to learn standard songs very quickly and efficiently. It has several thousand titles that you can play as backing tracks in any key, at any tempo, and in a variety of styles. Because of these features, you can improve your facility with changing tempos. You can increase key versatility by playing songs in any key and develop a variety of articulations as they pertain to the different styles that you can plug into the app. Okay, so let's get started. That being said, the first thing that I do when approaching a new song is listen to several different versions. I always try to have a starting off point for my students. So here's a very short and diverse list of folks you could check out. There's Carmen McRae with the Count Basie Band, Sonny Stitt, Chet Baker, Miles Davis, John Coltrane. Billie Holiday probably has the most iconic version of Bye Bye Blackbird. And researching this, I ran across a recording of Joe Cocker, and he's not a jazz guy, but you're probably not familiar with him, but it's a very soulful and hip version. I think you'll dig it. It gives a totally different perspective. So the next thing that I do is learn the melody and the lyrics. I find being able to sing lyrics to these standards, most of these songs are from musical theater, so they're going to tell a story of such. So that gives me important insight into the meaning of the tune. You know, it helps with the flavor of it and gives you a lot of interpretive information. And the words, I mean the text themselves, that provides a bunch of ideas for articulating the melody on my horn. It's like, you know, I'm sort of talking more conversationally rather than just playing notes and rhythms. You can just go to lyrics.com and type in the song title, Bye Bye Blackbird, it'll give you the lyrics, and then you go to IReal Pro and do a few reps playing through the melody and singing the melody, and you can putz around with that and you'll make a lot of progress in that regard. Most of my students, I think, find that singing the songs makes the whole thing much more organic. Sort of the same sensation as the songs you learn when you're a young child, like, you know, holiday carols or happy birthday. They become a real part of you. So bear with me for a second. We're gonna zero in on the app over here so we can see what's going on, and we'll spend some time with this song. Here, wait till you time. And you're gonna, there you go. All right, so I just played and sang this tune over a Latin groove. You know, I sang Bye Bye Blackbird, which is traditionally played as a swing tune. I played it over a Latin groove at a quarter note equals 204. I did that because I wanted you to experience the contrast between that version and working through the same tune at a much slower tempo, which you normally would do, and playing over a swing feel. I also wanted you to see how easy it is to manipulate those variables in the app. So today we're going to spend just a few minutes working on the jazz standard Bye Bye Blackbird. And because we have limited time and we're not interacting with one another like if we were in person, I sent a couple of handouts for you to follow along with to help clarify what I'm doing. Okay, first of all, the song is in the key of F major. So on one sheet, I included some ideas for defining a major key. I also included a guide tone and chord key sheet, which my students use to generate jazz phrases while training their ears to hear and execute lines with nice voice leading. We don't have time right now to discuss the process for constructing a guide tone scaffold for a particular song, but it is a relatively straightforward task and can easily be developed in a short period of time. It's all about the process, so let's crank up IReal Pro and dig in a bit on Bye Bye Blackbird. So first of all, I'm going to take this, and in this button over here, I'm going to change the groove to medium swing. How about that? And then I'm going to go over here to the tempo bar, and I'm going to, let's put it like maybe 130-ish. Well, let's go 132. Haha, my lucky number. All right. So, if you take a look at your sheet that says your major workout, I included 4 things that are in there, that 4 just strategies to outline a major key. One is approaching and closing. One is descending patterns. One's a common tone thing. There's another arpeggiation deal that, you know, there's a infinite amount of ways that you can define major. These are just 4 things that I chose so that I can illustrate how you can use them on IReal Pro. So what I'm going to do, this first 4 bars is in F major. And I'm going to highlight those. And I'm going to highlight the next 4 bars because we're going to use that as a buffer so that we can gather ourselves between reps. So I'm just going to play, we're going to play F major, and I'll play for 4 measures and practice exactly what I'm trying to do. Try and recreate exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so here we go. And I'll keep this running. This will create a nice little loop. So I'm gathering myself during this next 4 bars. I'm going to do that again to solidify it. Okay, now I'll try playing it backwards, right? There's a bunch of different things you can do. I couldn't help myself. So now I'm going to go down to the third, to the descending pattern, and I'll try ornamenting the descending pattern a little bit this time. I'll maybe mix those 2 up a little bit, right? I'm just keeping it going. Right there because my ears are starting to hear where that's going every time. Arpeggiating, now you just do all sorts of things while So now what I would do, if you look at it kind of gives you an idea of the way you use that creating a buffer zone or a recovery zone of 4 measures so that you can gather yourself and make some decisions about what you're going to do with your next rep. So now I'd like you to look at the guide tone sheet. What we're going to do is I'm going to highlight this, and we're going to add 4 more measures. And if you look at that guide tone sheet, you got F major for the first 4 bars, and then we have this descending half-step pattern, and we're going to ingrain that into our ears. So we'll do a couple of, and then we'll use that next 4 bars to gather ourselves. We'll go back up to the F major thing again, yeah? So I'm going to go, I'll start out going C to C flat to B flat to B flat to A, right? And I'm going to put a little swing rhythm to it instead of just playing a whole note. Here we go. Do that next guide tone sequence, which is, maybe I won't. There you go. Every once in a while, Mr. Betcher has difficulty with his finger. So here we go. We're gonna do F major for the first 4 bars, guide tones for the second 4 bars, and then we'll add the guide tones that have a common tone with them. So I have concert D that goes all the way all through that, and then it's G and F sharp to F to E natural. Yeah, here we go. And you know, I'm going to play a couple of cliches while we're doing that too, to kind of give you an idea of how that fits in. Oh, whoops. Essentially, that is the process. And you'll be surprised at how much ground you can cover in a short amount of time when you can loop things in rhythm like that and have a plan for attacking it. This isn't just for, Bye Bye Blackbird or anything like that. This is for every standard song that is a normal sounding song, that's not dissonant, that has the 3rd to 7th relationship in the way the harmony moves. Yeah. So I hope this really helps, and I hope you guys enjoy your camping this week. Thanks a bunch. I'm Mark Betcher, and talk to you soon.